A Jehovah's Witness can find themselves in quite the predicament if they are in a marriage that is loveless, romanceless. It's not feeding them or giving them anything good. It's just a net negative. It's not making them happy because there are social, pseudo-scriptural, and cultural and familial pressure to stay in that marriage no matter what. No matter what the circumstances are, you made a vow, you have to stay in that marriage. And Watchtower just uploaded a video reinforcing this narrative that they've been peddling for a very long time. Now, this actually is going to serve as a preview for tomorrow's video, where I take this idea and this step a little bit further and into some darker waters, because I low-key think that how they handle these types of situations should be a bannable offense. That's definitely not going to be anything actionable, but it's a conversation I think is worth having. So let's take a quick look at these pretend prophets as they peddle their patriarchal pedagogy. Wow. So please press play, you pathetic, pretentious poo face. That one didn't really work. I started talking to myself halfway through. Run the intro. Hello and welcome back to the JW Thoughts channel. My name is Wally, and today we are looking at a snippet from a movie that the Jehovah's Witnesses produced. Just for a little bit of context of what's going on with that, there are some young Jehovah's Witnesses that are growing up, struggling with wanting to be Jehovah's Witnesses, maybe finding love outside of the congregation, and eventually one of them ends up getting married. She ends up getting married and then she's unhappy. So now that she's unhappy in her marriage, she is looking to get a divorce, and now her dad is coming to her to try and convince her to not, or he's not trying to convince her as he says. But anyway, quickly before we get into it, don't forget to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, all of that good stuff. With all of that being said, let's take a look at this.
I didn't come here to say I told you so, and I'm not here to judge you.
So you came here to change my mind?
Sweetie, you're not 7 anymore. You have to make your own choices.
That's right. I'm choosing to be happy. I made plenty of mistakes, but I'm ready to move on.
And you think this divorce is going to help you move on?
Yes.
I didn't set the best example spiritually. I didn't take the lead like I should have, and I'm really sorry for that.
Dad, you don't have to.
No,
say
Megan. I've been doing a lot of praying about your mother and me, about you. I've decided I need to do better spiritually, so I'm starting now.
I don't think I understand. What do you mean?
So here we have a multi-layered instance of how the Jehovah's Witnesses are sort of programmed, if they're born into the religion, from birth to always put the onus, the pressure on themselves. If there is a problem going on in your life, you must assume that you are the problem. You have to make the changes. It's really your fault that all of these things are happening. And so her dad's going to push this narrative on his daughter. She's already say, hey, I haven't made the best choices, but I want to move on and be happy. And he doesn't say, well, I'm glad that you want to be happy. It's really my fault. I didn't set the best example for you. And he's going to push this narrative. And this is just something that is a learned behavior within this organization. Because looking for, okay, well, what are the actual causes of some of these problems that I'm having in my marriage? Is it that we don't have enough time to spend together? Well, if you're spending 10 to 20, sometimes 30 hours per week doing Jehovah, free work for the Watchtower organization, that is time that you're taking away from spending with your partner. Valuable time. Who wouldn't like to have 10 hours a week to be able to spend with someone that they love? Don't you think that that would help your relationship? The advice that Watchtower gives people is just flat out bad sometimes when it comes to what personal decisions that you're going to make with regard to a career or your vacations or the movies you watch or the music you listen to or how you're going to raise your kids. Almost on all of these different cases, as we've made 500 videos on this channel, you can see that they have a lot of bad advice. So again, The actual cause of some of these problems is the fact that they are Jehovah's Witnesses. It has nothing to do with them internally. But what Watchtower wants people to think is that the problem is with you. You are the problem. You're not spiritual enough. You're not listening to us enough, which is a wild concept. Like, the thing that's making your life worse, the solution to that is to listen to that thing more. Get your head around that, ladies and gentlemen, but really focus in on how this has nothing to do with her happiness. Her happiness is secondary to what, in his mind, is the correct spiritual decision to make.
Before you go through with this divorce, let me ask you one question. What is it that brought you to this moment?
I don't know. I guess Zach wasn't the one.
No, sweetheart. You made a choice. You chose Zach. And did you include Jehovah in that choice?
So the possibility that two people are just incompatible is not even on the table in the mind of a witness. They don't even want to have that as a consideration, because you already made your choice. You already chose someone. So I don't really care. And you see how quickly he dismisses it. It's like, no, I don't care if you're not compatible. I don't care if it's not making you happy. You already made a choice. And this also reinforces another thing that they have, is where you can't leave their religion if you do get baptized into it. You get baptized when you're 9 or 10 years old, and they say, no, you already made your choice. You can't leave. And if you do, there's going to be all of these consequences. You are going to lose your family, never speak to you again. All of your friends, never speak to you again. People that you might work with that are witnesses, they might not want to work with you again. It can disrupt and turn on its head your entire life. And you can just hear in his voice, this is an accurate representation of it. Well, it doesn't matter. You already chose Zach.
I don't know. I guess Zach wasn't the one.
No, sweetheart. You made a choice. You chose Zach. And did you include Jehovah in that choice?
Probably not.
And now you're unhappy.
Dad, I know all this.
Meg, look, here's the point. You're about to make another huge decision. And who's not being included in that? Sweetheart, happiness is always going to elude you if you keep leaving Jehovah out of the picture.
You just don't get it.
You'd be surprised, Megan.
Yeah, I doubt it.
What do you see when you look at your mother and me?
You guys love each other.
We do. We do. But our marriage isn't perfect. No marriage is. It's made up of two imperfect people. But sweetie, a love centered on Jehovah. It takes those two imperfect halves and makes them one flesh.
But why do I have to make the sacrifice?
Because you made the vow.
I don't think he loves me anymore.
Maybe he thinks the same about you. Reach out to him. Trust in Jehovah.
So you did come here to change my mind.
No, sweetheart. I'm here because I love you.
Why do I have to be the one to make these sacrifices? He doesn't even love me. I'm not happy. I want to move on with the rest of my life. This isn't doing anything for me. Why should I be the one to make a sacrifice? Because... Easy. It's easy. 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 Because you made the vow. You already made the promise. So now that you made that one decision, you are stuck. You gotta stick it out. I don't care about your unhappiness. I don't care about the sacrifices. I don't care if it feels unfair. You already made a choice. And this is how, and like it's hard for people to understand that have never been in the religion, but this is how their minds work. They look at people that are just trying to choose health and happiness as being somehow these dishonest, lying individuals who are breaking a promise and a vow. So this applies not only in their marriage, but with relation to the organization itself. So again, like I said, it's going to be a quick video today, but this will be a preview, and keep all of these different points in mind that there is this cultural world where once you make that vow, once you make that promise, you have to be able to sacrifice and stick it out no matter what. And if that no matter what turns out to be something truly evil, they kind of think that you should just stay anyway. So I will see you guys tomorrow, and outro. Sorry, Zizi's got me all distracted. Stay safe, be kind, and don't forget, curiosity is the real fountain of youth. Now go out there and have a good ass day.